Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is B, and today's video is going to be drugstore edition of Try Before You Buy. And today's foundation that we are going to test out is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel for an all-day wear. It has SPF 18 in it, so that is a winner in my book. I'm not very good about wearing SPF. Please don't knock me down. So I got the shade Natural Beige M1. I'm kind of in this weird transition of my winter shade, but not really my summer shade because it's still really hot here in Texas. If you guys want to see my try before you buy on this Flower Beauty Light Illusion, then just keep on watching. Okay, so this foundation comes with a pump, and mine's a little dirty. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've tried this one time. I actually tried it yesterday, and I think I used the wrong combination for it because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm really trying to embrace my oily skin, but not wearing too mattifying foundations or too mattifying primers. So I'm just trying to make sure that there is an even balance of luminosity plus matte, but accepting the fact that I get oily. So today's primer, I'm actually testing this one out as well. This is the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. Again, I tried this yesterday with this foundation as well, and I think they worked really nicely together. I already had some on, but I feel like because I was doing a very detailed glittery eye makeup that I just need to reapply some back into the areas that I need it. And this primer kind of feels really silky, very hydrating. It's not really like cooling, but it's like a cool feel to the skin. I like it a lot. Sorry about my lighting. It is just very cloudy right now, and I can't control the weather, okay? So now that we have that on, I am going to use 2 pumps on the back of my hand. Astro, what are you doing? And it is kind of a thicker consistency. It's not runny, it's not watery or anything like that. So I am just going to put this on my skin. It looks really light because I think it's just very pigmented, but once I blend it out, it it matches me, okay? Just don't get scared. It does match me. Okay, and I'm gonna use my Elsie sponge to blend this all out. I have really been loving this Elsie sponge. I got it on sale during Labor Day. I really do like it. I'm just worried that I'm so rough, and like this is a natural divot right in here, so my claws just kind of go right in here, and I'm just afraid that I'm going to damage it. So I've been trying to be really good about holding it at the butt, but we'll see. I mean, there's so many other sponges out on the market that it doesn't seem quite necessary to spend more than like $10 or $15 on a sponge. But when you like something, you like something. I probably will never purchase a beauty blender ever again because $20 on a sponge is a hard pill to swallow. But this was $18, so. But I got it on sale. I just really like this tip. Anyway, why am I babbling about that? Let's get on with the makeup. So as you can see, once I've blended everything out, it kind of blends in with my neck, which I really, really like. Duh. My forehead is always darker for some reason, so it lightened up my forehead, but we'll rebalance with some bronzer and make sure everything is seamless. Okay, so I'm gonna use half a pump more, and I am just gonna add it onto my cheeks. I know I used 2 pumps previously, and that's just pretty much a lot. And I'm actually gonna add it to this blemish right here. I have some blemishes here. Just covering up any additional dark spots I might have. Okay, so this is 1 layer, 2.5 pumps. I don't feel it on my skin. It feels really nice. Like, it is a little bit tacky, but again, I don't feel it on my skin, so that is a plus. Didn't exaggerate any of my pores or anything like that. It's not a full coverage foundation, so I would say this is like a pretty nice medium coverage. My freckles are still hanging out, which is okay because that's kind of the coverage that I look for on an everyday basis anyway. I usually like to go for a more medium, like a really nice medium coverage foundation. I really try to stay away from high coverage unless I'm going to like a wedding or something like that. But I mean, let's be real, how many times am I going to a wedding? I don't go to events or anything like that, so I really don't have a need to wear a very high coverage foundation. And then of course when I go to the office, I just wear a medium foundation. I cannot, however, wear a light coverage foundation. I definitely need a medium foundation, and that is what I have found. BB creams and tinted moisturizers are just not my thing. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna finish up the face and we will be back to do a check-in before I move on with my day. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I have all my makeup on. I did use a couple of new products, and honestly, I'm looking at my foundation right now, and I'm kind of on the fence because while I do like it, I also don't like it. So there's a lot of things that I don't like about it. It's kind of already cracking along the bottom of my nose, in my cupid's bow, and right around my smile line. Not really in my smile lines, but definitely just around my nose where I have a lot of my deep creases. It's not really sitting very nicely or right under here, but that could have been because I used a new concealer and new primer. You know, I'm testing it out. I did use my Morphe setting spray with this one just to see, and I did actually have to use my Caudalie Beauty Elixir spray just to kind of melt the powders into the foundation before I layered more powders on top of it. The first time I tried this foundation, I did use the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and while it made this foundation look really nice, I felt like I was way too oily, way too dewy, and I just didn't really like it. It just looked a little bit more heavier, more glowy than I'm used to. So I'm hoping that since I used just a regular setting spray like this Morphe one, that my natural oils will just come out and it'll naturally make it look nice. But overall, I think it looks great on my cheeks and my forehead. It's just this nose and upper lip mouth area that I'm just not really a fan of. It's actually not settling in my smile lines at all, which is a first. So I am gonna wear this for the rest of the day. We'll do some check-ins and I'll let you know my final thoughts at the end of the day. Hey guys, so I'm here to check in my foundation, and I will say I did go to a brunch with my parents, so my lipstick is gone. I did not put any back on, and I'm pretty sure that I did kind of wipe off whatever foundation I had on my chin just because we were eating, you know, the whole thing. Let me put on some gloss so I look a little presentable. And I'm just using the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. So, you know, I don't know. I really like this foundation, I think. My natural oil from my nose area has kind of come through, and it actually kind of looks nice. Right in here. Now, not so much right under my nose. Like all of that, the issue I was having this morning, I'm still having now, where it's like separated completely from my nose. And then also right under as well. Like I said, I probably did wipe away the foundation that is right here, which it's still there, but not really. It looks a little dry right here around my mouth, but my forehead, my under eyes, my cheeks, all of that still look really good. I've only been wearing this for, well, and my watch died. I've only been wearing it since 9 and it is 5 o'clock right now. Hold on. It's about to be 5. I think that's pretty much about how long I'm gonna wear this foundation. I'm actually ready to take my makeup off. So my final thoughts would be that I do like this foundation. I probably need to use my more Holy Grail primers with it, like my pore filling primers, and maybe just around my nose to help let it sit a little bit better. But for the most part, I do like this foundation. It's wearing really nicely. So my highlight and my blush and my bronzer are still on, and I mean, I've been out in the heat and the humidity. This afternoon we had lunch and it was outside, so I've been out in the elements today. I wasn't just sitting inside, and I think it's held up really nicely considering, you know, what I was doing today. But yeah, I mean, we probably just need to work on this nose area and see about why it's looking rather crusty. But you know what? My smile lines aren't bad. So usually it's both my smile lines and my nose crease, but it's just my nose. So we'll work on that. That's not a complete deal breaker for me, but that might be a deal breaker for you. I do like this foundation. Again, like I said, this is my second time wearing it. So I really do think this foundation is worth the money. I got this from Ulta. And if you know Ulta, they always have some promos that they have going on. So I mean, if you want to pick this foundation up, I would definitely wait for like maybe a $3.50 off of 15, because I believe this foundation was $16.99. That way you can just save a little bit more money where you can. I hope you guys liked this try before you buy on the Flower Beauty foundation. If you do, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out and hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.